I'm gonna drink some more wine because that got me heated just thinking about it.
So, fix your credit, girl, get at it, get your bag up. Hit that gym and get back fine. Go get that degree, go girl, focus on me. Unlock potential that you didn't know you had in you. Fuck that nigga, hey. Oh yeah, it's time.
What's up, babes? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Katie. Please subscribe to my channel. My channel shows my lifestyle with my son as well as my lifestyle without my son, which is why I decided to film this video. I've been wanting to sit down and do a video about being a mom but still being myself and finding time for myself. I feel like once women become mothers, they feel like that's all their life is about, and they slowly start to lose themselves because their focus is mainly on their kids, or if you're married, on your husband, and you kind of put yourself on the back burner. So if you click this video, it's probably because you want to know how to be a mother but not lose yourself, and how to get back to who you are or who you want to be. Or if you're not a mother and you clicked on this video, maybe you want a different viewpoint on motherhood, because mine is definitely different than most women's out here. And maybe if you're like, I don't want to be a mom because, you know, I'm going to lose my freedom, I'm going to lose myself, I just don't want children. Maybe I can change your mindset a little bit, because that's not true at all. I'm a mother. I still find time for myself. I still love myself, and I'm happy. I have figured out in these last 2 years of how to be a mom and balance everything out. I also would like to say that I'm not trying to come for anybody. If you are a wife or mom and that's all your life is about and that's what you love, great. I'm not saying the way you live is wrong. I'm just saying there's other moms like myself that need breaks and also need to still enjoy things that I love to do and have time for myself. And if you are a mom that wants those things but you don't know how to get back into it and how to balance those things after becoming a mom, hopefully I can give you some good tips on how to find yourself again and how not to lose yourself. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is hard. It did take time. It's not like I had Kaden and was like instantly back into it. No, like I was depressed, had to figure out what works best for me and what I want to make time for to make sure that I'm happy. And if you're wondering, I'm drinking Oliver. It's this new wine I found at Food City, and it is so good, and it's only like $8. Perfect example of how to make yourself feel better while being a mom. I mean, I'm a mother and I started my YouTube channel. I'm drinking wine, I'm in some comfy pajamas, just washed my face, brushed my teeth, you know, my hair don't look a hot mess. Like, those little things matter. So that's my first tip in the first topic we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about the little things that you can do to find yourself again while being a mom. So basic hygiene things. Make sure every day that you take a shower, you brush your teeth, you brush your hair. If you want to, get up every day if you're a stay-at-home mom and get yourself ready for the day. Because when you feel, or when you look good, you feel good. Some people might be watching this that's not moms and be like, what do you mean? Like, is that not a given? Honestly, no. Like, sometimes you get so caught up in taking care of your kids, or if you're married, taking care of the house, your husband, your kids, that you put yourself on the back burner and you're just like, forget it. You know, I will like find time for myself and I will take care of myself when I'm not exhausted. No, make sure no matter how exhausted you are, no matter what you have to do, once your kids go to sleep and you have some time to yourself in the evenings, do those things for yourself, and I promise you it will help your mental health so much. Okay, and having a good mental health will also help increase like your motivation to finding who you are while being a mom. If you are struggling, don't expect to be able to go into this and balance everything at once. If you have nothing but your kids and your husband, you're doing absolutely nothing for yourself, just start with the basic things. Take a shower, brush your hair, brush your teeth, put some clothes on, buy some nice perfume so you smell good, drink a glass of wine. Make sure you're doing something to make yourself feel good. And then once you get in the routine of doing those small things for yourself, then you can focus on bigger things that you want to include, such as hobbies, etc., for yourself being a mom. And I promise you, once you start doing these smaller things in your life and you start making time for yourself, you'll slowly begin to find yourself again. Or if you start doing this after you have a kid, it will help you not lose yourself. I've learned that when I do these small things for myself personally, I have more patience for my son. I take better care of the house, I take better care of him, better care of myself. I'm in a happier mood because I have sat down and made time to make sure I'm taking care of myself. I am with my son 90% of the time, okay? I absolutely love my son, but I've not allowed motherhood to become just who I am, and that's it, just a mom. I have not allowed myself to just be a mom. I've allowed myself to still be who I am and do things that I personally like to do. I love to travel, I love alone time, I love reading books, I love self-care, I love spending time with my friends, I love just sitting at the house and cleaning in peace, okay? Those are things that I love to do, and those are things that can be hard to do when you have a kid. Yes, you can travel with a kid, but I have a 2-year-old that is not going to enjoy most things, or he's too young for things, so why would I take him on a trip that he can't do things, or it's just gonna be a struggle? That's not a vacation to me. To be honest, a vacation to me is relaxation, and if I need that for my peace of mind and my mental health, then I'm going to take a vacation by myself and enjoy some time to myself. I always tell myself that I deserve these things, because I won't lie, I do feel guilty about still doing things for myself or doing things alone and my son going to like a family member. But I also have to remember, like, that's his family. There's nothing wrong with him going to my mom's house. That's his grandmother. There's nothing wrong with him going to my aunt's house, his dad's house, my brother's house. Those are all his family members. And to be honest, kids need to have some time away from you. Not just you have time away from your kids. Kids need to have time away from you, because they don't need to become so attached to you that they have separation anxiety. So when they start school, it's going to be a struggle. And it's their family. It's their family. They need to be with other people and, you know, see different things and see how other people react and learn how to be away from me, so he's not struggling once he starts school. And then speaking of that, I've heard people say, especially in my hometown, that I pawn my son off to my mother. First of all, my mom don't even have him all the time like that. So mind your business. You don't even know what's going on. If my mom posted my son on Facebook, how do you know that I'm not there? Because majority of the time I'm there with them, and if I'm not, it's still none of your business. Like I said, I'm a mother, but I'm still my own person. And if I've had Caden for 2 months straight and I want to go out with my friends for a weekend, hey mom, do you want to watch Caden for the weekend? I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. There's nothing wrong with that, because I had him for what, 95% of the time, and he can spend time with his grandmother. So just want to put that out there. Some people really need to mind their business, because I do not be putting my son off on anybody. I mean, I'm sorry if this makes me a bad mom, but if I was with my son 24/7 and absolutely had no time to myself, no time with my friends, no time for a boyfriend, no time for just being alone, I would lose my freaking mind. And that's not good for me. That's not good for Caden, because my patience is gonna be like this. You see hardly anything, and that's just not good. It's not good. Like, if you have a good mental health and you have a peace of mind, you are a better mother, in my opinion. I'm gonna drink some more wine because that got me heated just thinking about it. Pawn my son off, please. And what's crazy is, like, really sit back and think about it, okay? When you was growing up, or if you're a mom, like an older woman that had kids, I'm sure you left your kids with your mother all the time. I mean, you might have to work, you might have plans, but I know me personally, I was with my grandma all the time. And that's because my mom worked. I mean, that's a good reason. But there's nothing wrong with your kids being with someone other than you. Okay, do not think that you're a bad mom just because someone else has your kids for a little bit. If you need to work 2 jobs, work 2 jobs if that's how you're providing for your family. Okay, if you need to just have time to yourself, that's okay. Like, if you need to ask a family member, hey, can I drop my kid off with you for like for like 2 hours so I can clean the house, that's okay, because sometimes cleaning with kids around is very stressful, and cleaning should be relaxing. It is for me anyways. Like having a clean space, a clean home, and being able to do that in peace without being interrupted is so rewarding to yourself. So don't feel guilty if you ask someone to watch your kids for your own personal benefit. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I feel like we need to change the whole mindset that there is, and that you need to be with your kids all the time, do everything with your kids, because that's not the case. So even if you like going out with your friends, don't feel bad because you want to go out. If you're young, if you're single, and that's what you love to do, then make time for that, because that's what's going to make you happy. If you like to go hiking and you want to go hiking with a friend or by yourself, go do that. Whatever your hobby may be, or whatever makes you happy, and you want to do that by yourself, don't feel bad because you're doing those things. It is good for you and your kids. It's good for your kids to have a mother that is happy and healthy, okay? And it's good for your kids to kind of see the world differently. We don't need our kids to grow up and seeing that our mom just stays in the house and all she has to do is take care of the kids, cook and clean, and tend to their husband. No, okay? That's not the case. That's not all a woman is in this world for. We are not here just to be wives and mothers. We are our own selves, and those things are just part of our lives. Okay, so if Kaden gets to grow up and be like, wow, like my mom really raised me, provided for me, was happy, and still made time for herself, hopefully he will look for that in a wife, and then not make his wife feel bad when she wants some time alone, because he already understands that's okay, and she's her own person, and she's not just a servant to him or the kids. Okay, so mainly just don't feel bad, or don't feel like you're failing as a mother just because you ask for a break. We need breaks from work, we need breaks from friends, we need breaks from everything. There's no different with your kids or your husband. It's okay to need breaks from things, because sometimes life can just be overwhelming, and we just need to sit down, drink a glass of wine, go do a hobby we enjoy, or just be around good people in our lives that truly make us happy. Now, you could obviously balance having friends and doing things with your kids. That's fine. If you personally love being around your kids all the time, then let's look at it differently, okay? Maybe you just take your kids to go hang out with your friends, like at the house or game night or something, or your friends come over and hang out with you and the kids, or you take your kids on vacation. Whatever it is, everybody's differently. Just make sure that you're finding time to do things that you enjoy, whether that's by yourself or with your kids or with your husband. Just don't put yourself on the back burner and not do nothing that makes you happy. Just make sure you take care of yourself. You're doing things that make you happy. I want to keep saying these things over and over, because it's so important, because if you don't, you're going to lose yourself, and later on down the road you're gonna be like, wow, why am I depressed? I don't know, maybe you're depressed because you just completely just let yourself go and said, forget everything that I love and care about. Okay, don't be like that, because it's really going to catch up to you, and you're really going to be feeling that down the road, and it's going to be even harder to get back to who you truly are or who you want to become. And I feel like me coming from a small town, it's really hard to change people's mindsets, or not really change their mindset, or maybe just like view things just a little differently, or try to understand how you view things, because in small towns I feel like this is how it is. Not for everybody in the town, but for majority of people. You grow up, you graduate high school. Once you graduate high school, majority of the time you find a husband, you have kids, you find a church, and that's your life. It's just your family, and that's all you do, and you stay in this small town. You never go anywhere outside the town, and that's just, I feel like that makes people very close-minded. And then when they see things on social media that is like outside of their beliefs or outside of things they're doing, they just think that's wrong. No, it's not wrong, because just like my way is not for everybody, your way is not for everybody. So don't look down on people because they're not doing your small town activities, or don't have your small town mindset. People live in bigger cities. People move from small towns to big cities and become open-minded and realize wow, there's more to life than what I see every single day or what I grew up in. So don't be judgmental and don't look down on people just because they're not from a small town and not just being wives and mothers and going to church and that's all their life's about. I mean, take that however you want. Okay, and let's also talk about and give little tips about how you dress as a mother. I've heard people make comments like, why is she dressing like that? She's a mom now. What does being a mom have to do with anything you're wearing? I paused for a second because I really want you to think about that. Being a mother and how good of a mom you are has nothing to do with what clothes you're wearing. Someone could be out here well dressed, everything covered, looking like a saint, and they're at home beating their kids or something. Don't judge people off of what they're wearing. If my son is dressing well and he's dressing appropriate, he's taken care of, he's happy, why are you making comments about what I have on? Obviously, if I'm going to a school function or I'm going to a sporting event or I'm doing something with my son, I'm going to dress appropriate. But if I'm out and I'm having time to myself away from my son, it's none of your business, or really none of my son's business. It's nobody's business how I'm dressing because I'm not around him, I'm not doing things with him, and that's my free time, so I can dress however I want to dress. Making little comments is not going to change my opinion about that, and you can think whatever you want to. Okay, and so that's another thing and another tip. Don't let people's opinion really hold you back from who you want to become or what you do, what you wear, what you say. People's always gonna have something to say. So say for instance, you change how you dress, you change what you do, guarantee people still gonna have something to say about you. Wow, she's being fake, that's not how she used to dress, that's not what she used to do, that's not how she used to talk. I guess now she's a mom and a wife, she's changed, she's different. It's still a problem to them. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Be you, because regardless, people gonna have something to say. So don't let people's opinion of you, especially as a mother, change what you want to do, what you want to wear, what you say. That's just a little tip for y'all. Now, of course, if a mother has bad habits, she needs to change some things once she has a kid, because it's not healthy for the kid. But if a woman is doing something that's not harming the kid, why is it an issue? It shouldn't be an issue. As long as the household is being provided for, kids are happy, they're not being abused, they are shown attention, what's it matter what a woman does? Okay, and think about that for yourself. Think back, dang, like, you know, I do provide for my son, I work, I'm with him majority of the time, like, he's happy, he's healthy, he has everything he wants and needs. I don't need to feel bad for what I do. I don't need to feel bad for making time for myself and taking care of myself. I don't need to feel guilty for those things because I'm a good mother. I'm a great mother, and being a great mother also involves taking care of myself so I can be a better mother, and so I can have my kids have a good example and a role model in their life, because I'm happy and they're understanding that everyone can do what they want to do, and everyone, I want Kaden to be an open-minded person. I'm open-minded. I don't care what you do in your life, it's none of my business. Okay, and I want him to grow up exactly like that. Like, don't be so worried about what people is doing in their life, because you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know people's mental health. You don't know none of that stuff. So why would I judge that person when I don't know what's going on in their life? You are one of these women that are watching this because you don't want kids, because you think you're going to lose yourself or your freedom, and you're looking for other people's like viewpoint on it. Just know that it is hard. I'm not saying that if you decide to be a mother that you're instantly going to just jump back into it and know who you are and adjust easily, because it is hard. But I do want you to know that some things that you're seeing or used to seeing is not necessarily how it is. You can still be a mother and do things that you enjoy. You can still take care of yourself, okay? And you don't lose your freedom. Like, I feel like some people have really negative mindsets on motherhood, and that's fine, especially if you grew up somewhere that's like, wow, that person like can't do nothing but be a mom, and that's not what I want for myself. I have goals and dreams. You can still reach those goals and dreams being a mother. I mean, take me for example. I work a full-time job. I have started this YouTube channel. I have a son. I'm a single mom, okay? I'm a single mom doing everything by myself, but I'm still finding time to do this channel because it's a dream of mine to become a YouTuber. So I'm finding time to make sure that I still achieve this goal while being a single mom and working full time. So I think I have ranted enough. So just overall, just make sure that you take care of yourself. You don't let other people's opinions like bother you. You can do what you want, dress however you want, say what you want. The most important thing is your kids are taken care of, they're provided for, they're happy, and that you're happy. You're also important, okay? You need to make sure that you are putting yourself first sometimes and making sure that you are doing things that makes you happy. For instance, like when Kaden goes to sleep at night, I wake up and I do my skincare routine, I read a book, I work on my YouTube channel, I just sit in peace and quiet, or I watch TV. I do something for myself every single night before I lay down. And then in the mornings, I try to wake up a little earlier, which doesn't always happen, but do something productive for myself before I start the day. And then the rest of the day is dedicated to working or providing for Kaden. So if all you're taking is maybe 2 or 4 hours out of your day to care for yourself, I feel like that's fair and that's reasonable to ask of yourself, to take at least 2 hours a day to take care of yourself and do something that makes you happy. So please do not do things that is going to make you lose yourself as a mother or as a wife. Please make sure that you're still your own self, your own person, and that you're happy, because being happy is really all that matters in this world, regardless of what everyone else is saying. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to do more videos like this, please let me know. You can give me some topics to talk about being a mom and, you know, balancing everything. I really don't care at all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, babes.